and today I am here with Kevin, my boyfriend, and from the title of this video, we're doing a Literary Lovers book tag, which was created by Bookish Babbles, which I'll link her original video down below, and I was tagged by her, and the point of this tag is doing this tag with your significant others, and and of course, Kevin and I have been dating for almost 4 years, and since it's been a while since you've seen him in my video, I just thought I would have him here with me. So, yeah, let's get started. So I have all the questions right here, and a lot of these questions are related to the boyfriend book tag, or the boyfriend tag, which we've done like last year or 2 years ago. Do you remember or no? And the first question is, Bella and Edward had an interesting meeting when Lion fell in love with a lamb. Share the story on how you met.
You really want people to know that story?
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned in the boyfriend tag, we've met through a mutual friend. She was my roommate at the time, and I'm no longer friends with her. So yeah, we've met through her in college when you used to go to.
You don't go to college either anymore.
I know, I just graduated college, but that's how we met. So yeah.
You're out and I'm in, or I'm in and you're out, or whatever. Don't make it sound like that.
I'm not trying to. The next one is Rice and Todd Farah, how to read. What is something you learned from each other? I'm like, you go first.
Oh, so I get to pick something I learned from you?
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. Why you're passing?
I can't think of anything I learned from you.
Well, for me, I learned that you're a funny guy and you love to make jokes, you love comedies, and you love Disney as much as I do, and we both like board games, and I used to play board games when I was little, but then my family and I stopped playing as we got older, and then when this guy came around, he brought the love of board games to us. And speaking of which, Kevin and I have a pedal that has his channel's logo on it, which changes, yeah, like that, and I'll be linking his channel in the corner so you guys would, and it's always in the description below so you guys can check it out, and yeah, and there's a lot of other things that I learned about you, Kevin, and you love superhero movies, and I know I like Marvel mostly, but I did watch some DC films. There's some that I enjoyed and some that I didn't. So.
Shazam!
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites right now. The next one is Cassian and Nestas have a love-hate relationship. What is something the other person does that you hate? You have a long list of things that you hate about things that you hate about me, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
I don't have that long.
I know you don't like it how I don't want to try new things. Like,
yes. It's very
all
difficult.
the time. Yeah. What else you don't like about me? I feel like I'm the one.
That's mostly the thing that I don't like the most. Is that you don't have that open-mindedness to try new things, and it's becoming very difficult, especially in the board gaming side of our relationship, because now you're starting to put that into the board gaming that we do, which is really difficult because we are supposed to be teaching board games, it's really difficult if I'm learning all the games and you're just like sitting there going, I don't need to learn that.
Yeah, especially Game of Thrones games. Yes. I know I'm willing to give it a try because I'm his partner on his channel, so
it's coming.
Yeah, I know it's coming. I don't have a lot of things like something that you do that I don't like. I don't know. There's like.
See, now we're even.
Yeah.
I had something that I couldn't think about you, and now you have something you can't think about me. There we go. We're even now.
Yeah, pretty much. The next question is from a couple that Cam and I are familiar with. Hermione and Ron. No, hold
Oh.
on. Hold on, that's pop. Yeah, nope, there we go. Ron and Hermione have a different skill set. What skills do you have that the other doesn't?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that Hermione likes the smell of freshly mowed grass and spearmint toothpaste. What weird
That's
smells
not weird.
get
Part
you
of the
really
book,
interested
the
in
Half-Blood
people?
Prince is from the Love Potion. Oh gosh. What skills do you have that I don't? Really don't know.
Really? I can name one.
What?
I can name a skill that I have that you don't.
What? What?
What's like the first thing I did when I first met you?
Oh, oh dang! It's so long and I forgot what it was. Oh gosh.
I do it like almost every day.
What? Movie references?
No.
Oh gosh. I can't think of what it is.
You don't know what it is.
I don't know if I know. I forgot.
You're despicable.
Oh, you do character impressions. I
Oh,
can't.
Father, why must you embarrass me so?
Every time I try to do a character impression, it always comes out bad. Like I try to do an impression of Snape, and it turns out very bad. Oh gosh.
You can do the really childish one like they do in Family Guy. Like this. This is how he talks in Family Guy. This
Oh
is
my
Alan
gosh.
Rickman.
Oh gosh. What skill do I have that you don't? I'm trying to think of one. Do you know?
What skill that you have that I don't have?
Yeah. This is.
And it can't be like, you know, it has to be a skill that someone can learn, right? This can't be like a skill, like a specific gender role skill.
I think what a skill that I have that you don't is writing. I'm a good writer.
Oh, I'm a terrible writer.
Yeah. And I always had
well,
to. Go.
Okay, we need to elaborate on that though.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
That just makes me sound illiterate.
Okay, yeah. What he means by is, like, since I've been writing since I was 7 years old, because I want to be a writer, and I'm good at writing papers, and he always had to go to me just to be sure if his essays were okay or things that need to be added or fixed.
That's just, I'm not like dyslexic or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when I have an idea and I want to write down that idea, I have a hard time typing it down or writing it down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, plus my punctuation is not as good as it should be. I'm thanking God every day for the gift of Grammarly.
Yeah, and I actually used that for a couple of my papers thanks to this guy right here. Next question is, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be alien, said to Rowan, I claim you to whoever end. Name something that used to bother you about the other person and it doesn't anymore. There's some things I do that still bug you though. Like not trying new things, I know that still bugs you.
Yeah, but we're not talking about things that still bug me. We're talking
Yeah, I
about
know.
things that don't bug, that used to bug me but don't bug me.
Oh, what did I do that bothers you but doesn't anymore? Oh, and what did you do that bothers me but doesn't anymore? I think when you put that keep repeating like movie references, but it was because I wasn't used to you. Like that's what, because we were friends before we started dating. But it doesn't bug me because I kind of started to do movie references myself.
You keep on using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, it's because we both love The Princess Bride, and I'm always saying inconceivable just to make him say that line. I know that bothered you a lot.
You think there's rocks up ahead?
If they are, we all be dead. No more rhymings, I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
Like we literally do this like line by line, and it freaks my dad out.
Well, it was because we not only did it line by line with the movie, but with each other too. We said it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And people walked in, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's scary."
What was something that bothered you about me that doesn't anymore?
Things that bothered me about you.
And it doesn't anymore.
It doesn't anymore. Let's see. What bothers me? What used to bother me, but doesn't bother me anymore. Something you did bothers me, but doesn't bother me anymore. What was it? What was it? Probably like, I don't know. One of the things that bothered me that doesn't bother me that much anymore is the fact that you used to, like, you still do this every now and then. You
Yeah.
used to, like, judge me very harshly because my house didn't look like a Disney store. You had a big issue with that I was a Disney fan. I didn't have any, like, Disney lamps or a Disney picture or something like that, and you didn't like it that I didn't have any shirts for Disney. So that and that kind of always bothered me because it's like, I am a Disney fan. I just, I don't wear the merchandise. I don't get the stuff.
Oh yeah. And then now my parents and I give them a lot of Disney stuff, especially Aladdin, because that's your favorite.
Yeah, but then now you're criticizing the fact that I only have Aladdin. Why do you only have Aladdin, but you call yourself a Disney fan? Because my girlfriend and her family are the ones getting me all my Disney stuff.
Yeah.
It's really your fault.
Yeah, but I gave him a Lion King shirt that says Hakuna Matata for Valentine's Day, I believe, or was it for your birthday? I don't remember. I know it was sometime this year. I don't remember if it was for Valentine's Day or for your birthday.
It could be Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I think it's Valentine's Day.
I can't remember what you got me for my birthday, though.
I know I got you something, but now I forgot what I got you. Now, the next question is, Clary and Jay's relationship was originally taboo. What are some challenges you faced as a couple?
Your grandma.
Oh, yeah. She's trying to rush us to get married ever since we started dating, and she does not get modern culture at all.
Not to mention, she will complain when we're going out a lot, and then she'll complain when we're not going out almost at all.
Yeah, because she doesn't like how we just stay at home and watch TV, and she doesn't call that a date. She wants us to go out to, like, dinner or to the zoo, like, pretty much any types of dates, like, all the time, but Kevin and I are trying to save money for our future, so...
Yeah, and then
yeah.
And then she says I never let you do what you want to do, which is weird because I think I've remembered we've done a lot more stuff that you want to do than stuff that I want to do. I have done a lot of compromise.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But thankfully, a lot of stuff that I want to do, you also want to do. And the only reason why it feels like it's very probably to a lot of outsiders, it's very one-sided, is because I like a lot of the same stuff that you like, and you like a lot of doing a lot of the same stuff that I like.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't feel like, it feels like to someone who's outside looking in, that somebody is just going, fine, and the other person's like, we're doing this. But really, it's not that at all. Nobody's saying you're doing this, and nobody's saying fine.
And like if I want to go to Barnes and Noble, you usually don't mind just taking me there, just because you know that I love to read and I'm a big bookworm, and sometimes in the past, like a few times we went to Barnes and Noble, I did not walk out of the door with at least one book.
Although granted, sometimes you disappear and it's very hard to find you. I think what we should do just for fun, is we should put you in a red and white striped shirt and get you a red and white striped hat. And then you can just walk around and we can have our own life-size version of Where's Waldo.
Oh, yeah. You do lose me at Barnes and Noble, and well, for half-price books, it's not that hard to. You literally stay with me, and I don't.
try.
Yeah, you try to lose me, but it's smaller than Barnes and Noble, so it's not that hard to like. I don't know, like.
I don't try to lose you. It's like I just try to stick with you more. It's just easier to do that because you tend to just stay in one little corner.
Oh,
you always
yeah.
stick to the teen fiction stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's much more easier. You don't like wander around as much because you don't go to poetry. You don't go to like science fiction or fantasy.
Yeah.
You just go to teen and you stay there.
Oh yeah, I do. The next question is, Mia and Trick, what is something you love about each other but never talked about? That's really rare for me and him. We always say that there's a lot of things that we love about each other, but that we don't keep secrets from each other. Whenever we are always like saying like, oh, I love that you like to read as much as I do. I know you're not much of a big reader, but you tend to.
I'm a reader.
Yeah.
It's
you
just
read
everything I read has this. To start setting up the game, you need this, this, and this. Place this here, and place this here. To start, for the first player, the last person to like go to a zoo is the first player. That's what I read, and that's what I've been reading for a long time because my job is very demanding.
Yeah, and we've listened to audiobooks together.
I mean, I love it, but you know,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love it, but
Yeah, and also we always say that, oh, I'm glad that you love Disney as much as I do, and etc., etc. There's other things we talk about each other, but we don't keep secrets from each other, so.
no.
Yeah. The next question is, this is a very interesting question. Claire and Jamie Fraser, their love defies time. What are some of your favorite past memories?
My favorite past memories with Jordan. Okay. Let's see. I think this was date number 3. I decided for our third date, I was gonna go. My friends have an improv group called the Queen Bees, and they were performing in Schaumburg. And Jordan had never been to an improv show with me. She's been in an improv show with me performing.
Oh yeah.
But she's never been there with me as an audience member. This was the first one. And
we were in the front row.
yeah, and we were in the front row because I know the owner of the theater, Lillian. She's very nice. She's a wonderful person, and I'm so happy that theater's been around for 10 years. She's done a great 11 years now.
Oh yeah.
She's done a wonderful job running that place. But we went to go see my friends, Queen Bees. I'm friends with all of them, and I promised Jordan that
one of them would not talk to us in the audience.
because there's supposedly this golden rule between improvisers. If they see another improviser in the audience, they will leave that area alone. They will not get any suggestions from that audience member if it is a professional performer. And I've worked with every single member of this group at least once. For years and years and years. I've been friends with them for years, and I said, oh, don't worry, they'll recognize me, and they'll leave us alone, and everything. And I believe it was the game Slips.
Oh, yeah.
They were getting questions, and they were getting stuff to write down, like quotes and all that stuff from movies and stuff. And one of my friends, she got down, bent down, and said, "You two look like you know something." And I'm like, I froze.
I was like, what the heck?
And I'm like, and then all I could think of at that moment was like, oh crap, she's never coming back to this stuff with me again.
I was freaked out and I was like, did you say that she was not going to come up to us?
Yeah, and
At any performance of improv at all.
I mean, I've been to so many of their shows. I've been to so many
I
of
think
my
it's because
other
I was
friends'
your
shows.
girlfriend, and they would go. She just decided to go up to us on purpose to embarrass you. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, like the only thing I've ever done was like I've done all the messing with. Like,
oh yeah.
there's a question that we are asked every time by round of applause. How many of you seen an improv show before? And everybody goes, yay! But by round of applause, how many people haven't? And usually nobody has because they've all seen that group multiple times. And then I just start going. And at one point they're like, you've seen it. Stop clapping, you liar.
Oh, it was my favorite past memory of you. Oh, that was when you were it was improv when you were performing. That you wore a cowboy hat, and you wore it throughout the rest of the show after you put on a cowboy hat. And I was like, he looks good with a cowboy hat.
I lost the bet. Well,
and the funny thing
it was
is,
a dare.
the funny thing is, one of your friends thought I was over 21, and then you told them that I was 19 at the time, and he was like, never mind.
Funniest performer on stage gets to take Kevin's girlfriend home. I'm like, she's 19. Never mind.
That's just I just can't stop laughing at that, and then we just repeatedly tell people that story just because how funny it was, and they literally thought I was the same age as him at the time. So yeah.
Apparently, you look old.
A lot of people say I look younger. Okay, the next question is, and I think Kevin and I know the answer to this question. Who wears the pants in a relationship?
Jordan.
Yeah. See, quick answer right there.
Jordan wears the pants.
Question is, Dorian and Selena, I think that's how you pronounce the character's name. Have you or will you ever read a book together? If so, which one? We already mentioned that we listen to audiobooks together. Right now we're listening to The Never-Ending Story, which he's seen the movie, but I've never seen the movie, so he and I decided to listen to it on audiobook, so I'm familiar with the story before I get into the movie. Am I right? Or
Yep.
And we always do that whenever we're going somewhere in his car, whenever we can. But I think I want to catch up on the audiobook because I'm very curious on what would happen next.
Well, I'm pretty sure what's going to happen next.
Oh yeah.
I'm just wondering if they're still going to have the Swamp of Sadness.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's the saddest scene in the movie.
Yeah, that gets a tear. That definitely gets a tear for a lot of people.
So that's all for the Larry Lovers book tag. I don't know who to tag because I don't know who has a significant other, but if you want to do this tag with your significant other, just do it. And and thank you for joining me for this video, Kevin.
Oh, you're very welcome.
No, he's the best boyfriend I ever had.
It's not just because I can imitate Disney characters?
No, it's not because of that. And who doesn't mind taking me to a bookstore whenever I feel like it.
Oh my gosh. You know, we're going to start walking to there because now I'm within walking distance.
Oh yeah,
we're going to start walking.
You are. That's true. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite book covers are because I'm very curious. I have very few, but I don't know which ones that I like the most on top of my head right now. But if you want to follow me on... before I say my usual outro, Kevin has his own YouTube channel. So, like I said, I'm going to put the link in the corner and in the description below so you guys can check it out. And I'm his co-host, so that's why I'm always advertising your channel.
And the latest video we're going to be working on is a gameplay video on the game called...
Quest to El Dorado.
Quest for El Dorado, yes.
He almost said Road to El Dorado because that's a movie, not a game.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, but anyways, if you want to follow me on social media, I have Facebook under Last Reader, and I have Twitter and Instagram on LastReader19. I also have Goodreads, which I'll link down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you don't want to miss any bookish content from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!